I make music for my people. But that's my people. That's my people. I make music for my people. But that's my people. That's my people. That's my people. Je t'explique ce que je kiffe.
Alright, hey everybody, Matt here from Aroundsquare. Just want to do a quick tutorial for you on getting started with your MKUltras. I've got here the forthcoming Titanium Nano edition, which has become a personal favorite. But pretty much everything I'm saying here applies to any of the other sets as well. So to start with, I want to tell you about my own setup, and this is what I'll be using for the tutorials. In terms of the string length, I go with about 3 fingers worth of slack in between the two ends. This lets me kind of do all the tricks I want without it getting tangled up. And it also means that when I tighten it up and have it on my wrist, the excess cord is not hanging down and in the way a lot. Then at the end here, I've got triple overhand knots. They ship with a double overhand knot, and people can put tassels on them and stuff. But I personally like the clean look, and the triple overhand is just a little bit more substantial, and it means I can grip them a little bit easier, and they've got a little bit of weight when I'm flinging them around. All right. Now, in this tutorial, I want to talk about a couple of things, some basic terminology, and then a couple of basic moves. So first one is grips. I'm borrowing the grip terms from what most of us in the Bugleri community use, which is the top grip, the high grip, the mid grip, and the low grip. I guess there's technically a bottom grip as well. So in top, high, mid, low. And for each of those grips, this is like the standard, and then we have what we call the fakie, which is with the bead on the outside of the hand. So standard mid grip, fakie mid grip, you get it. All right. So a lot of the manipulations, like with Bugleri, involve movement between the grips, but some of the foundations don't. So the basic move that I would recommend people starting with is just learning how to rebound the beads. So here I'm using my thumb. You don't have to use your thumb, you can just use your fingers, but you want to create a bit of a springiness, and you want to kind of use the timing and the momentum of the beads to make it a natural kind of rhythm, right? And you can do that in any grip. It actually looks pretty different in the top grip and bottom grip. Kind of nice to mix it up, right? Again, like using the fingers only or using the thumb and fingers, all right? Then another very frequently used move, which adds a bit of a flourish to your play, is what we call the slip. So a slip involves, instead of just having the beads come over your finger directly and start the rebound, the slip involves kind of ducking under and having the beads slip past the outside knuckles, okay? So here it is. And you can, I guess, do as many slips as you want in between. It starts to look a little bit lame if you do a bunch, but just mixing it up, I find mixing it up between rebounds and slips, even without, like, this is all just in the mid grip, it actually ends up looking pretty cool just with very basic movements. So practice those movements, practice them in different grips, okay? And in the next tutorial, we'll get into some grip changes.
I make music for my people. But that's my people. That's my people. I make music for my people. But that's my people. That's my people. Je t'explique ce que je kiffe.